Hi, I'm Dan Milham. I'm chief meteorologist at Channel 6 in New Orleans, and though I couldn't be there with you tonight, I could not let the first roast in peace go by without contributing my fond memories of my close personal friend, Tim Peterson. If he's still alive, I'm hoping. You see, I first met Kim when we both worked way back at a station called WGSO here in New Orleans. That was about 30 years ago. We became good friends right away. We did a lot of things together. Our families did a lot of things together. See, I was the programming director, and Kim was the news department director, so we used our positions to do a lot of talent searching together for each of our departments. One of the people that I hired when I was working at WGSO is the beautiful lady that most of you now know, as the fantasy goddess. That's right. At the time, who could know that some 30 years later they would turn out to be the annoyingly happy couple they are now? You know, I know Kim doesn't talk about it very much, but did you know Kim was a Marine? That's right, he is a Marine. He always will be a Marine. We all know that. I personally, I don't mind the Marine thing at all. You know, I was Army, and we learned early on that Marines aren't just soldiers. No, they are first on the beach. You know, they're the president's own. They're the reason the earth still turns from west to east and the reason the sky is blue. But what always amused me about it was, how does a guy like that meet ladies? I mean, what kind of opening line is, "Prepare to meet me"? Huh! I don't see the attraction, but fortunately, as we know, someone does. Did you know I was actually at their wedding, Kim and the Fantasy Goddess? I was there. I was the best man. I had to be there. Kim has no friends, as you know. It surprises me, you know, to remember how much younger and different we were back then. Actually, we were pretty liberal by comparison back then, Kim and I. Now, I don't mean that Kim was like left-wing or anything, but back then he actually thought that some criminals did not deserve the death penalty. True. We were so young and different then. We were both new to New Orleans, both of us kind of new to the business. Back then, you know, Kim had to pay for almost everything. And those days we couldn't possibly know that 30 years later I'd be sitting here wrapping up my 26th year here at WDSU, and Kim would be alive. Remember, Kim, how long my hair was back then, and yours, well, you know, yours wasn't. Paula and I, seriously, are so happy to be friends of the Kimber and to have the Kimber's CDs, which continue to arrive in the mail so frequently, along with a bill. I guess we have the whole set now, several times, and really, we are very glad to have them. They're very interesting to our neighbors and guests that we have over for dinner. They're always asking where they can get a set of coasters like that. So Kim, Paula, and I very seriously wish you the best. Wish we could be there, but hope you have a great time. You give our love to Liz. And yeah, we do plan to get together with you again. Do some trips to the beach, a golf trip, something in the near future, assuming that you have a future. Good night.
Somebody's been drinking tonight. Oh, mercy. It's going to be a great evening. My name's Wayne, no offense, from the Kimber Show. He makes me say that Kimber Show part. So we have a great show for you tonight. We want to thank a few people and introduce a few people from the show that maybe you've never seen. You always wanted to put a name with a face. And we have a whole list of people that are just great. We want to thank, obviously, Elizabeth, the fantasy goddess. Please stand up. Please, please. Come on, for us. Just a little something. A leg, an arm. Yeah, okay, all right. Yeah. Perfecto. Also, Nancy Zintak. Where's Nancy? Nancy Haystack, is she here tonight? There she is! She got away from her 14 children. Thanks for coming out tonight, Nancy. Also, Eenie Meenie. Where's Eenie Meenie? I know he's over here at this table from the show, ladies and gentlemen. George 100,000 watts, ladies and gentlemen, there he is. He wore his good sandals tonight, so he was really happy about that. Sorry. How about the Padre? Is the Padre here? He didn't show up? No, okay. How about Paul Mann, ladies and gentlemen, from the news department? And our new program director for now, Bruce Collins. Kimber calls him not so fast. That's a whole nother story. I don't want to get into that. And big Pat McDonough, our general super gigando man of the hour, ladies and gentlemen. All right, stand up, Pat. Everybody loves Pat. Thank you, Pat. Also, we want to make sure we introduce Harry with Puritech. Where's the Puritech table? It's got to be right down here. It's Harry, all of the guys from Puritech. All right. And the fantasy goddess really wanted me to thank some special people in her life. Yes, the tango instructor, Mr. Sparky, and Puritech crew number 74. Thanks, guys, for coming out tonight. She really, really appreciates it. All right. We got a great show tonight. Also, before we start, there is something special we wanted to do. It's something maybe you heard a little earlier this week from the Kid Comedy Foundation. And there was Kid Comedy. We've been playing it all week on the Kimber Show. And these people are fantastic. They're children, and they're unbelievable. But tonight, we have with us, yes, Kimber Jr.
Great stuff. Oh, I gotta ride my bike. I gotta get to the playground. Gotta check in with Wayne Jr. Wayne! Wayne! I got nothing. To the walkie-talkies! Wayne! Butt cheese. I'm in a good mood. Oh, I'm having trouble with my girlfriend, Junior Fantasy Goddess. She said I was cheating at Chutes and Ladders. Just got back from my doctor. My PSA's down. Boy, I wish I could pee like I used to. In the 4th grade. So my dad sat me down to talk to me about the birds and the bees. I said, Dad, is that anything like hiding the Zorgada?
Hiding the Zorgada?
Good thing I'm only 12. I don't even know what that means. Oh. I am a trained professional. Please, do not try this at home. Oh, I gotta go. You're killing me. But before I go, most kids my age like the Beatles. Bunch of liberal mop tops. But here's my favorite song.
Yeah,
From the halls of Montezuma to the shores of Tripoli, we will fight our country's battles in the air, on land and sea. First to fight for right and freedom, and to keep our honor clean. We are proud to claim the title of United States Marines. Semper Fi! Hoorah! Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Michael Rowland. Excellent job. Better than any of us could have done, that's for sure. Great job. He does it better than the Kimmer, that's for sure. Now you notice that we're escorting Michael out of the building. So we have to wait a few seconds until he's gone. But also we want to make sure we thank all of our great roasters that are going to be here tonight. And I do get to introduce the first roaster of the evening. You're going to love this. This is absolutely fantastic. I got to wait. Hold on. He's still slowly walking out. Back table, is he gone? All right, thank you. All right. Whew. All right, how about we don't forget Earl Smalls, too, is a proud sponsor of the roast tonight. Thank you very much, Earl Smalls. Where's Earl?
I love you people. Rob,
Earl,
look at all
yeah.
these people out here. These are the Harley Davidson people. Be careful now. Don't cross them.
Will you shut the hell up? Gee, man. All right, yeah, no kidding. All right. Tonight we're going to introduce to you the first roaster of the evening. Ladies and gentlemen, from the regular guys on 96 Rock, it's Eric!
You guys are...
How does it feel? This is the Chinese water torture you put Atlanta through on a daily basis. The Kimmer. The Kimmer. Yeah, that's your name. I know you know that's your name. What are you looking at?
I got nothing.
Yeah.
You bastard.
Well, it certainly doesn't... certainly doesn't take a lot of beauty to make it in local radio, does it? Drop a bomb on this stage, humanity gets a second chance. The Kimmer. Where do I start with the Kimmer? Oh, great. Let's see. I have to go back to a conversation I had with a radio consultant once who said to me, he said, you know, Eric, there are dead people who have more talent than the Kimmer. And I tried to go your side. I said no, but he actually showed me the facts. It turns out that people dead like 100 years. But when I was first asked to agree to come along and roast the Kimmer like this, I thought to myself, the Kimmer? I don't even fucking know the Kimmer.
Who the hell is that? These are rock and roll people, you know.
I've heard of him. I see him in the hallways every once in a while, and we exchange a few words, or I use words anyways. I'll say, hi, Kimmer, and he'll say something back that sounds like, I tried to hold down a conversation with Captain Crunch, for Christ's sakes. And then my first inclination was not to come at all, because I don't really understand the concept of a roast, of why people even enjoy them, this idea that, hey, you know what, man? We love you so much, we're going to sit you in the middle of a room and call you an asshole for a couple hours. So because I don't believe in this, I don't want to do it. I didn't come here to pile on. I came here to celebrate this man, this Kimmer, this permanent mid-notcher in the local celebrity glitterati, this titan of local media, this mid-sized fish in a very, very small pond, the Kimmer. I came to praise because of this broadcasting career. A man who, as far as I'm concerned, has done more for homosexuals in the local media than anyone else out there.
Oh, wait a minute.
You know, when Kimber came out of the closet on the air in the early 90s, we were all shocked at the time, of course. It was the old South then, pre-Olympics. We weren't nearly as tolerant then as we are now. But the Kimber didn't care. He persevered, and a generation of gay broadcasters was inspired by you, sir.
Jesus!
And now that I look back at it, it was shocking when he came out on the air. But if you think about it, I don't know why we were all so surprised. I mean, look at him. The man looks like a drag queen.
Oh, wait a minute!
You know, Backstreet, you got the Bette Midler look-alike, then the Barbra Streisand, and our feature act, the Kimber. I'm glad I'm getting some laughs because I lost your file on here, so I was going to have you laugh at everything I said, much like you do on your own show. What do I like best? What do I like best about the Kimber show? Well, I've never heard it, but let me take a stab. I see the sheets they leave around every once in a while. You know what I like about the Kimber show is that newsmaker. Is it the newsmaker hotline?
The newsmaker line.
The newsmaker line. I'm sorry. Excuse me that I should add the fucking hot there. Is it?
Right here.
Absolutely. Yeah, you know, when dead, irrelevant presidents call in, and they're funnier than you could ever imagine. Who do we have on the newsmaker hotline today? It was Chiang Kai-shek calling in. And he is funny. He's hanging out with Dick Nixon. Dick Nixon is so much funnier on your show than he ever was in real life. Hi, Kimber. I'm not a crook. But I don't know. Maybe I don't get it. A lot of times, you know, you find out that other people, they have different senses of humor. And it may be that I've just, you know, had an ass full of you chuckling on about your inane mental thoughts. But other people apparently do like it, and I've had to accept the fact that I live in a world where there are fans of the Kimber. And I thought to myself, how do you best celebrate a man who, through sheer will, forced himself onto the middle rung of local show business personalities? Is a roast enough? I say no. Useless people get their names put on things. Buildings, highways, whatnot. So how do we truly celebrate a man of this caliber? I leave you with 5 words. Hartsfield, Jackson, Kimber International Airport. Thank you.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, the regular guy, one of them anyway, Eric, great job. You know, much like the show, I'm not going to do anything funny. So I just want to introduce to you the funniest part of our show. Ladies and gentlemen, the newsmaker line, Jim Gossett!
Thank you. Hey, what a crowd. Hey, what a crowd. I tell you, good people here. What a crowd. What a crowd. Thank you. I think Kimber Jr. is the funniest part of the show, don't you? Kimber Jr., the son that Nancy Haystack forgot about. She has so many. I mean, Nancy has so many kids that Michael Jackson has rented the house across the street. That's true. Oh, mercy. You know, Michael Jackson just quit the Cub Scouts. He said he was up to 3 packs a day. Anyway. And let's hear it for Eric. He did a great job from 96 Rock. How are you doing? Very funny, but I'm not here to rip the Kimber because I've been working for him for years. I admire the guy, and everybody at the station does. People who work for Kimber, though, sometimes wish he was the Pope, and then they'd only have to kiss his ring. And I want to set the record straight on something else. If you've been listening, you know, we've had a lot of expense at his prostate cancer. And you know all those jokes that we do on the air that, you know, we wish Kimber would die. Let me tell you something. Those aren't jokes. Kimber was really touched by Kimber Jr. because Kimber himself loves children. He once gave $500 for a young boy.
Now, wait a minute.
And, all I can say is, God, I hope Kimber has a designated driver tonight. This is Senator Ted Kennedy.
Hey, Senator.
Thank you very much.
Hey, Senator Spatlord, how you doing?
Up yours, too. It's my show.